Paul Rogers, before I make this statement, let me clarify some things for other people who are listening. I know Paul Rogers very closely. I respect her tremendously, her and her husband. They share this page. Very beautiful how they share everything. And like I said, I respect her tremendously. And we can have differences of opinion. And I know that you are a strong woman and your husband is a strong man. So, of course, I would speak to you differently because I understand where you're coming from. And I did reach out to the gentleman and say, clarify if I misunderstood you. I have no problems coming out and making a correction video if I did not understand you correctly. But here's the thing. We are in a war. We've been in a war ever since the first Europeans came here. And what I've learned from my grandfather, what I learned from my pappy, what I learned in the Marine Corps, and just the nature of who I am, when it comes to, as you say, leading soldiers, I don't have patience for softness when it comes to leading soldiers, especially in the beginning of this movement. You see, as the civil rights movement was beginning, Dr. King came directly to my pappy, who lived across the street from him. My pappy couldn't march with him. He was more akin to Malcolm. My grandfather was more akin to Huey. And of course, in the Marine Corps, anytime I went into a stressful combat situation where lives were in the balance, there was no patience for the weak. There was no patience for the passivity. So in this movement, unless we want to allow these people to still continue to shoot up grocery stores and churches, there is no room for the passive. If you want to remain passive, if he's a passive person, then he should not speak on my channel. If he want to remain a passive person, he should continue with his political affiliations. If he want to remain passive, he should just continue to pray and hope that one day these people will have a change of heart. But in a war, you never hope that someone has a change of heart. And I'm not here for everyone. As I said in the video, the first 1%, then 3%, then 10%, then 18%. Then we get that early majority, which is that 32.6%. Then that late majority, this is where more of your passive people will begin to come into play. And then you have that 16% who will never be down with the cause ever. And those people I have zero patience and zero tolerance for. If I had a Marine that did not want to face the challenges and face the battle in the same degree that everybody else, then I would excuse that Marine from participating in the battle, which is exactly what I was doing for this young man. You see, not everybody is ready. There is a saying by Sun Tzu, and people only understand half of it. He said that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And then he says, but when the student is really ready, then the teacher will disappear because the teacher is no longer needed. Right now, he is not a student who is ready. And that's all I'm looking for, the ready.